Horizons with
Deb,
and Jim.
as
Although we have a persona here today,
hello.
Marilyn
It is
Monroe
so wonderful to be with all of you. Happy Halloween.
and Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie, it's wonderful to see you.
I even have my cane.
Isn't it great? Happy Halloween, everybody.
We love to be here with you.
Absolutely. Charlie, how have you been?
Oh, just especially
Do
now
you
that I'm with
know,
you.
do you know, Charlie? It has been years, decades, my love.
Yes.
It's been decades. Do you remember?
I remember a lot, Marilyn.
Do you remember years ago I'm wearing one of my beautiful bracelets?
Diamonds.
You know, this, do you remember this? This was a
Yes.
gift from you.
Yes.
Do you recall this,
I
Charlie?
remember that was quite a night.
Oh, Tiffany, what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And my diamonds, I'm just crazy about them.
Quite a night we had
So,
together.
Yes,
You were
yes.
so appreciative. That was wonderful.
Charlie, I love you. You're the best. You're the best. Oh boy, and I've just been so busy. I've been on shoot after shoot, and I'm actually going for Who's Who and hoodly do that kind of stuff, modeling and all over the place. So, but it's wonderful to be here with all of you.
Yes. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome.
To Halloween Memories.
Halloween falls this Sunday, so we're coming to you live and earlier.
Yes.
Hope you're enjoying your morning so far, and
And we want to thank Krupa also for last week. We've had so many people say, bring her back, bring her back.
Krupa, you were wonderful.
So we will
A
bring
delight.
Krupa back.
A delight, a blessing, and
A wealth
just,
of information.
very much so, so much so. I mean, we really had a beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful turnout, and it's so wonderful because it's all about your health.
And we want to wish Marie Pinschmidt a birthday. She had a birthday.
Marie,
Happy
wow.
birthday.
Happy
Hey,
birthday!
you gotta sing as Marilyn.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marie.
Happy birthday to you.
We love you, Marie. Happy birthday.
And many, many more, Marie. Healthy, happy ones.
Happy birthday. So, as we approach into the holidays,
Thinking about childhood memories of Halloween.
yes.
What are your earliest memories?
I always dressed up. Just remember the excitement as a child. Remember back then we had the plastic mask that
Yes.
you put on, and then your costume came out like in a box.
Yes,
maybe
we would
a
buy them in
small,
the store
right,
already.
like a
assembled.
Woolworth store
Right.
kind of a thing. And anyway, I remember one of my favorite costumes was at the age of 12, and my mother, because she was so instrumental in everything that she did with all of us as children, she was, like I said, a den mother or a Cub Scout leader. She was very instrumental in everything that we did. So she decided to make a Raggedy Ann outfit for me, and I
I love Raggedy Ann.
she was so creative, my mother. She was amazing. She would take crepe paper, the red and the white, and she took a mop and she dyed it red.
Wow.
And she used it. But the reason why I remember that one particular costume more vividly than other times is simply because I had a crush on a boy, and I did not want him to see me looking. I felt it was cute, it was too cutesy, and I didn't want. I was a little embarrassed, maybe.
Really?
Because when you have a crush on somebody, I'm thinking he doesn't want to see me as Raggedy Ann.
Want to see me as Marilyn Monroe.
But I remember taking the outfit off, all my mother's hard work, but that was one of my favorite costumes. But I always wanted to be like a fairy godmother growing up, and
Yes.
that was the usual for me.
No,
Very-
we lived in an apartment building,
Yes,
so we
so did
would
we.
would trick or treat at all the apartments, and it was funny to see the reactions of the people. Oh, how cute you all are! They really make a fuss over
Wasn't
you.
it a lot of fun? And the plastic orange pumpkins, but better
Yes.
yet, the big, big pillowcases
Yes,
filled
with
I mean,
candy.
and then the best part about it was dropping it all on your bed and
Yes.
going through it and saying who had the Musketeers and who had the Milky Ways, and
Right.
oh, I'll share, and let's, it was just a blast.
And we
growing
even
up.
got some money, coins,
Yes.
nickels, dimes,
yes,
pennies,
yes,
quarters.
but no apples.
Right.
No
right.
apples.
Don't eat the
No,
apples.
Don't eat the apple.
And
right?
only wrapped candy. You were not allowed to eat
Right.
any candy that was not wrapped.
Right. My goodness. But the memories, and I look around like in my neighborhood where I live, and it's a shame. I would decorate for Halloween, but there's really no children. What they do is they put,
Right.
it's different now. So they have get-togethers and
Right.
gatherings at the clubhouse, and
Yeah,
but
not many people go
right,
to
yeah,
houses.
it's different
Although there
now.
are neighborhoods people will go to where there are a lot of children, and people drive there and then they go through it with their
Yeah.
children.
But it was so much. It was different growing up. I
Yes.
mean, totally, you cannot compare then to now, naturally. But a lot of parties are happening today. Friday, a lot of people are
Yes.
getting ready for, dress up time, and here and there, all over.
Yeah,
So
tonight at
it's
the clubs,
yeah,
a lot of them have Halloween costume contests.
fun stuff.
I remember when I first moved here and I became a member of the JCs, it's a civic organization. I was president in 1984, North Palm Beach Gardens JCs. We would build a haunted house every year at the Twin City Mall,
Oh my goodness,
and it was 13 rooms. Now imagine how
13.
these themselves. Now I wasn't part of it when they originally built it, but they constructed it out of 2x4s and drywall, and it would take us a week to assemble. Imagine.
Wow.
And then we
wow.
would keep it on for a week, and we raised thousands and thousands of dollars.
That is
It was
so
a wonderful
awesome,
charity.
Jen. Speaking of haunted houses, I don't know why. I just never. They've always frightened me, even to
I
this
know.
day.
I don't like
I don't
horror.
know why.
No.
I'm so. They really nerve me. They.
Yeah.
I mean, they just get under my skin. I don't know what it is. I just don't like haunted houses. I know it's all make believe, but I am petrified.
I know, it
If you
scares
come
you.
and you scare me, I mean, I'm like, ooh. Now, my husband Greg, on the other hand, he's like a big kid. He loves it. Bring it on. I mean, he doesn't
Well,
even.
I would have liked you to visit this haunted house because the first room was a coffin set up,
Oh Lord.
and we would either
Oh,
have
I would really have. Oh, forget it.
we would either have a live person laying there or a mannequin. So
Oh.
you never knew when you walked in what was going to be there. So the funniest part was I was in the second room as the devil,
Oh no.
all dressed
Oh,
up in
no.
red. My face was
Oh,
all red,
Lord.
red tights and
Oh,
shirt
oh,
and a cape, and I had a pitchfork, and there were flames all around my room. And
I'm
I would,
visualizing this.
yeah, and I would watch what was going on in this first room. So the people would come in and they would look at the coffin, and when there was a live person in
Don't.
there, usually it was
They
the
would
bride
jump
of
up.
Frankenstein.
Oh, no.
She would sit up and go like this. Well, some people would scream, and then we had an emergency exit just past me, the devil's room, and they would run out. It was so funny.
Oh no. I mean, I would literally pass out from fright. I'm not kidding. I really would.
And then
Some
right,
people are good with that. I'm just not one of them.
and then at that emergency exit, we had this room set up that you could just look in, and the way it appeared was there was a head that was resting on a sword
Oh,
with
my.
blood dripping.
I,
So actually, what a person was actually in there kneeling on something, and you couldn't see the body; you would just see the head resting on the sword. It was really very well done.
wow.
So I have
the
to commend-
imagination, right?
commend
the
the J-
imagination.
The JCs, they did such a wonderful job, and we raised thousands and thousands of
That's
dollars.
wonderful that you were able
for
to do
charity,
that.
yes.
Wonderful.
Just
that
love that.
alone, wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, there's movies too that are very, very, I mean, frightening to me. There's certain ones I cannot watch to this day, and I won't even name them. That's how much
Oh,
they
I
disturb
don't
me.
watch any horror movies.
I really, some of them
It's
I
not
could
fair.
deal with, but some are just a little over the top as far as I'm concerned. But hey, listen, if you enjoy it, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. Don't go by me.
Right. And then
Oh.
at my church, we used to have a 20s and 30s club. We were all in our 20s and 30s, and we would dress up in group Halloween costumes.
Group,
And one of the
that's-
best ones was Alice in Wonderland.
Oh,
I was the king
Alice
of
in
Hearts.
Wonderland. Yes,
My,
yes.
my mustache keeps moving. Is it straight?
No, it's a little here. Excuse us. Okay,
Better?
look at me. Much better. Yep. Oh wait.
So
All right, now you're good.
I was the king of Hearts.
He's got his mustache back
We had all the characters from Alice in Wonderland. It was really well done.
on. Aww.
And we won some contests that year, which was terrific.
Did you?
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland. What a story
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
Wow. If only we could live in that world, huh? Wouldn't that be amazing to live in that kind of a
Oh,
world?
yes.
Alice in Wonderland. I remember my mom too. Growing up, she would put these parties on for us, and all of our friends would get together, and we'd have the spooky music going, these speakers in the window,
Ooh.
and I mean, it was just awesome. And you have to. That I could deal with, and then I think at the age of 12 is when I kind of gave up trick or treating.
Right.
Maybe 11, 12.
Yeah.
Would I do it now? I don't think. I don't know. I could say would, because look at us now. We're having fun, right?
Some of my most memorable costumes. I was Zorro once.
Oh, Zorro.
That's
there
a good
you go.
one.
Yeah.
All black, with the Zorro
yeah,
hat.
yeah.
I was a Native American Indian I actually bought, and I still have, an authentic headdress made out of beautiful feathers.
Authentic? Wow.
Every time I wear it, people people have offered to buy it right from me when I
Wow. Don't get
it
rid
goes
of that.
long.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's really beautiful. And then I was George Washington once.
George Washington.
That was fun. We went to a
Wow.
party, so everybody had to have. There was a Martha Washington, Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, all of those founding fathers and their wives were there. It was really fun.
Wow. The last time I dressed up was 2 years ago, and I was from the Munsters. Lily?
Oh yes.
Yes, I had the long black wig and the face all white and the red lipstick and do 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 do. What a great show, the
Yes,
Munsters. Now
yes.
that show I like.
And the Addams Family.
And the Addams Family. Oh my gosh.
I used to watch both of those.
Somebody's on me. Anyway, so
And then I wanted to mention a couple of costume contests. My sister Angela and John, her husband, and two friends, Pat and Jeannie, were on a cruise once. You know, they give you things to make costumes.
yes, yes.
So they made themselves as M&Ms. The
How
men
adorable
were
is
with
that?
nuts, and the women were just regular M&Ms. And they won the contest.
They won. Well,
basically.
congratulations, you guys. Yeah.
And then I went on a cruise in 1978 when the Ayatollah and Iran were very prominent in the news. So I took black crepe paper and I wrapped myself around totally with black, and I was like a burqa.
Oh, I've got to
So
see
you couldn't tell if
pictures,
it was
my
a woman or a
goodness.
man. And I had this sign that said, "The Ayatollah hath spoken." Remember, the Ayatollah was the one that said the women had to
Yeah.
be covered from head to toe.
That's right. That's right.
And I won the contest.
Jim, that's fabulous. You never told me until now.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Yes.
You know us in contest.
UPS
I'll tell
man.
you what.
So it was really nice. It was fun, just they give you supplies, you make a costume, and I happen to win.
All right. Okay. I could see that with you. You've got the imagination, and we're only, what is that old saying? Age is just a number. I mean, I will always be young at heart.
Yes.
And as I left the house this morning, I said to Greg, I said, I'm having fun. I love the makeup and the imagination. We're living in the moment. Have fun.
So
this
you
is what
drove
it's all
here as
about.
Marilyn.
I drove
Whoa.
as Marilyn.
You get any honks or any
And,
people in the other cars?
No, I didn't hear any honks. And if I did, I'd say, I'm sorry, I've got to go for a shoot. I'm
Yes,
on
and
my
you
way
have to
to
be
a
loyal
model
to
shoot.
Charlie Chaplin.
Yes, absolutely. Charlie. Oh, Tiffany's. It's just look at these diamonds. Can you imagine?
Beautiful.
Ugh. And these gorgeous earrings. Look.
And
And my necklace. I
another
just love
funny
it.
Halloween memory of mine. When I first moved to Florida, I lived with my sister and brother-in-law. And Christina was 2 or 3 years old at one point. So I came out of my bedroom one morning, it was like 6 in the morning, and Christina had turned on the television. Now she's 3 or 4 years old. She had a little rocking chair right in front of the television. And she was watching the movie, the video Thriller with Michael Jackson. Remember that?
Oh, of course. Who could forget that?
It was so cute, and she's rocking the chair,
Rocking
staring
it.
at all these characters. I said to myself, that might be traumatic for a 3 or 4 year old to see all of that. But she's normal, so I guess it didn't affect her in any way.
Oh, yeah.
But my beautiful Christina.
Michael Jackson,
that
he
was so
was
cute.
talking about an imaginary
Yes.
mind. He was brilliant, Michael Jackson.
And they always
when it
bring
came
that-
to Halloween in particular.
Yes, they always bring
they
that
always
video
bring it
out
back.
Halloween.
Awesome job.
So
He
I'm sure
always
you'll
did a
see it
great
on
job.
TV, Thriller.
Yes.
So think of my little niece Christina when you see that video,
How cute.
rocking in the rocking chair.
Rocking in the rock. Now I'm going to. I'll have that stick in my mind.
Are we going to have Marilyn sing a song for us?
I can do a little bit if you'd like to.
We know what you
Here.
were famous for.
Well, a kiss on the hand may be
Lost my
quite
next
continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat or help you at the laundromat. Just keep in mind, ladies, diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Bravo.
Charlie.
Bravo. That's true, Marilyn.
Ladies, keep your diamonds, no matter what shape they are, they're forever. Mwah. Now we have a
Beautiful
quote
character.
from
Yeah, now, as always,
Marie.
Out of My Mind and Into Your Heart by Marie Pinchot.
We never forget Marie each
Now,
and every week.
you would think, well, could she possibly have something in that book that would be appropriate for Halloween? Well, I found something. This
See?
is
She has got something for everything. This is why we love you so much, Marie. Take it, Charlie.
okay. Now, we all know that Halloween is all about scaring people, right? And fears. Okay. So
There's
this,
more meaning to it, however.
okay. So this is the short a paragraph that I want to read. This is about Marie and her husband. Shortly after we were married, we stepped out on the front patio of our home to enjoy a full moon as it climbed high over the horizon and cast a grayish-blue light over the valley below. We were standing by a railing, his arm around my shoulder, probably counting our blessings, when his arm tightened. "Stay very still and don't look behind you," he whispered. Instinct took over, and I turned my head slightly to the side just for a peek. He pulled my head into his shoulder, stifling my scream. Otherwise, it could have been heard over the entire valley. A huge snake was stretched out along a picture windowsill, no more than 5 feet behind us. The front door was just behind us, and my husband guided me slowly off the terrace, around to the driveway entrance, and into the safety of the house.
Oh, what a man.
Thank you, Marie. You were
Marie,
safe behind
mwah.
those. Imagine
Beautiful.
snakes.
Now that is another thing. I think in my past life I might have been bitten by a snake. They do, you know. I can't believe I'm even speaking about them because I'm not one to even watch them on TV. That's how much I have a fear of them. We all have our fears.
I never
It's
liked
amazing.
snakes.
Oh,
Spiders.
I can deal with spiders more than I can snakes, honestly.
But you see a
But
lot of
it's-
spiders even around Halloween. They
Yeah,
always
you
decorate
do,
with
yeah.
spiders, you know, because
And
it
those
scares
cobwebs,
people.
forget about it.
Now here's another fearful story of Marie's. Listen
Here
to
we
this
go.
one. Our little daughter was playing just outside a window where I could keep a close eye on her. Oh, my mustache fell off.
Now your mustache, don't worry about it.
I saw a movement in the grass near the wooden board fence surrounding the yard. The snake was a mere few feet from where she was playing in a sandbox. I ran to the den and took down the small shotgun my husband had bought for me for squirrel hunting.
Ooh.
I kept repeating to myself, "I can do this, I can do this." I loaded the shell into the gun, hurried toward the door with no thought of whether I would be able to look at the snake long enough to aim, but I had to protect my child. Stepping onto the patio, I saw that my daughter was still playing in the same spot. Then I looked in the direction of where I had seen the snake. It wasn't there. Following the line of the fence, I spotted the ugly, slimy creature slowly meandering away. I raised the gun and took aim.
Ooh. Ooh.
Only then did I realize I was shaking like a leaf in the whirlwind. I pulled the trigger, stumbling backward from the force of the explosion. I looked back to see the snake had vanished. My startled but happy little girl continued to play with her sand pail and shovel. Her mother had conquered her fear, and 1,000 splinters lay where the fence post once stood. She destroyed the fence post.
There you go.
A little levity with a little fear.
There
Thank you,
go.
Marie. I
Always
love those
because
stories.
They're wonderful. And
Yes.
you pick them every week. Spot on, spot on. Wow, Marie.
Your entertainment for us, Marie. Thank you.
Yes,
Perfect for our
indeed.
Halloween show.
Absolutely. We've got some gorgeous weather going on here. in
Yes,
South
a little
Florida.
cooler today.
It is such a pleasure. It really is. And I mean, it's even though we're so accustomed to the hot heat in Florida, when we get this cool weather, it's something we so look forward to.
Yes, and we want you
So-
to make your Halloween special. You know, if it's maybe view something on television that puts you in the spirit, or if you're going out, let's see your costumes. Oh
Yes,
yes, speaking of
absolutely.
which,
I just realized you were talking
Yes.
about costumes. I've got photos. I meant to bring them, but I
now
ran
Deb,
out.
Deb was in a contest. Tell us about it.
Oh, that was, oh my goodness gracious, over, I could say 20 years ago.
Right.
Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
contest. Now, however, it was not myself that signed myself up. It was my sister Lisa, my brother-in-law
Oh, thank
Phil,
you, Lisa and Phil.
And they thought it would be
You
perfect.
pushed Deb into it.
I don't know if I can capture this, but
Yes.
here we go. That was back then.
Look at Marilyn.
But I got on stage with a bunch of women. It
Yes,
was
she has
lot
a
of
lipstick
fun.
in her hand. See
Yes,
that?
yeah.
Because Marilyn was known for the lipstick.
And of course, it was a different wig back then, a different look, and of course, thinner and all the other stuff. But
Beautiful.
we have PM Magazine I was interviewed with.
Oh, wow.
Actually, they interviewed me. PM Magazine,
Celebrity.
if you all remember, just like we have Inside Edition and we have Entertainment Tonight, PM Magazine
Yes,
back
that
then
was very
the
popular.
big popular show, and I was being interviewed. And it just so happened that I was walking past. That's all it was. And
Yes.
he said, "Can I please interview you?" I said, "Why not?" And I ended up speaking about diamonds, our girl's best friend. I mean, what else can I think of, you know? Because he caught me off guard. I didn't. What am I going to say? But it was a lot of fun. And these contests, I mean, it wasn't. I forgot when it was. I mean, as far as the month and the time frame.
Right.
But basically, oh my gosh.
You know, you bring
over
back a
20
memory too for me. I had a junior high school teacher named Mrs. McCarran. It was my Italian
Mrs.
class,
McCarran.
McCarran. and she would do Marilyn Monroe imitations, just off this, in the middle of class, it would come to her, and she would all of a sudden morph into this Marilyn Monroe character, and she would do the lips, like how you purse your lips, like that, and she would make believe she had a cigarette, and she would take a few puffs, and really play it up. It was really
A
fun.
kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. Yes, they are.
So thank you, Mrs. McCarran. She's probably in heaven now, but we really
Aw.
enjoyed that. It was a little levity during the class.
That's nice
the
to have a
Italian
teacher
class.
because then you look up to them. Not just you're
Yes.
not learning from them, but you're actually it's a family within a family,
Yes.
feeling that security, and I think that's awesome to have. In
Any
any
more
situation.
photos?
I'm trying with all my thousands of photos. I'm not even organized.
Did you have another Halloween memory?
You know what? That was when I was Lily at the Munsters, right? So I'm trying to find that,
okay.
and God knows where
You have
that
to go
is.
into your album. Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, if I were to go back, my goodness gracious.
Well, what a difference a day makes.
It sure does. And you know what? We can always show photos anytime, and we're here for you guys every single week. What a difference a day makes. What a difference a day makes, Charlie. 24 little hours, my Charlie. Brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain, my Charlie.
Thank you. What a difference a day makes.
And the difference is you and you and you. And girls, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Happy Halloween, everybody.
We're so happy you joined us today, even though my mustache is not
That's
straight.
okay. We've had our back fall before. Hey, we're live and we're having fun.
And Charlie Chaplin was a silent film star.
Yes.
So I
This
was
is
worried
great.
I wouldn't be able to say any words because Charlie
You
didn't
want to stand
speak.
up while we capture you? Let's stand up. Let's see if we can stand up. See if we can capture both our outfits.
I don't think we can get them because
No?
the screen's
Okay.
not large enough.
Anyway,
But
we
we
tried.
thank you for joining us
we
today,
do thank you for
as
joining
always,
us.
and we'll see you next week.
Happy Halloween. Enjoy the day.
Thank you,
See
thank
you
you, thank
soon.
you.